Alright, what's up YouTube? GuNStAr-HeRo here. I got some Destiny 2 gameplay for you guys. Now this gameplay is it's an old video. It's from a trials match I had about 2 weeks ago. And it's nothing special. It's me just using meta weapons, the Hero's Gift and the Mighty Multi-Tool. And that's going to be the topic of this video. The current meta in Destiny 2. Now, a lot of people have a problem with the current meta in Destiny 2. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's the best meta. I have a problem with it too. I think there could be a lot of nerfs and a lot of buffs. Well, mainly a lot of buffs. I don't think they should nerf anything like crazy nerfs like how they did in Destiny 1. I'll explain all of that in this video. Let's just get into the video. So, when I'm in my party chilling with my boys, I am ridiculed for playing the meta. Now, I don't understand what's so bad about playing the meta. The meta, it is what it is. If this is the meta weapon, the good weapon, and you want to win, you want to be competitive, you want to play the meta. Now, I play with a lot of guys in D2, and a lot of guys just get bombed on that I play with. They just can't handle it. They can't handle it, and you know why? Because they aren't playing the meta. They want to play like the good kids, and it just doesn't work for them like it works for the good kids. You know, right now the current meta is Hero's Gift, Mighty Multi-Tool, Last Hope, the Prosecutor Auto Rifle. Basically, the meta right now is Scout Rifles and Auto Rifles. And it's not all Scout Rifles and Auto Rifles. There's certain Scout Rifles and certain Auto Rifles. The two king Auto Rifles right now are Prosecutor and Hero's Gift. The king Scout Rifle right now is the Mighty Multi-Tool. Hands down. The king sidearm is the Last Hope, and the king hand cannons are Better Devils and the Dire Promise, or Old Fashioned. Now, you don't really see hand cannons in sweats because the time to kill, like it just doesn't have that Destiny 1 distance, and you don't really want to get caught up out there with a hand cannon while somebody rolling up on you with a Hero's Gift and they got high cal. They're gonna flinch the crap out of you, and 9 times out of 10, you won't win the gun battle unless you're just a crack shot with a hand cannon. Now, I think if you're a bad kid or you're just not good at the game, you should play the meta. Now, I'm not saying I'm a bad kid. That's why I play the meta. I play the meta because everybody else is playing the meta, and it's kind of difficult using terrible guns when everybody's using the best guns, and it's a team fire game. It's a team fire game. If you watch any of my gameplays, I'm always flanking and trying to cover my teammates. Always. I'm always crossing for my teammates, and I'm always doing what I'm supposed to do. That's how I play. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna use them. I'm gonna abuse the meta until they change it. And when they change the meta, I'm gonna adapt to the new meta. It is what it is. That's just how it's gonna be, and that's just how Bungie wants it. I mean, I would prefer for pulse rifles to get a buff so I can use pulse rifles. In Destiny 1, I love pulse rifles. That was my thing. The Blind Perdition was probably my favorite pulse rifle in Destiny 1. You had the Soros PDX, I believe, and then the Hawksaw. 2 of my other favorite pulse rifles in Destiny 1. I mean, it's not my fault that pulse rifles aren't good. I can't get into like a mid-range battle with a good pulse rifle while somebody got an auto rifle on me doing maximum DPS. I mean, it's not my fault. And Destiny 1, and when Destiny 1 first came out, year 1, when the game first released, auto rifles were king. You had the Shingen E, probably one of my favorite auto rifles in Destiny 1. You had the Soros. The Soros was just on steroids when it first came out. And when I got it, after that first month, they nerfed it. But the Shingen E, auto rifles were the meta. I was playing the meta, and I had a 2 KD. I stopped playing Destiny 1 because I got bored of the game. I wasn't really getting any good drops. I didn't have any peeps to do the raids with or anything like that. So the game got stale for me, and I stopped playing it. When I came back in year 3, the meta was hand cannons. And you know what? I didn't play the meta, and my KD dropped from a 2.0 to a 1.5. And it dropped from 1.5. It dropped from a 2.0 because I did not play the meta. The meta was hand cannons and snipers for sweats. Hand cannons and snipers. Everybody had a fucking sniper in sweats or a hand cannon. I didn't play the meta, and I was getting rocked around. So in Destiny 2, you know what I said to myself when Destiny 2 came out? I'm going to play the meta, and I'm going to beat it into the dirt. And you know what? I play the meta, and guess what my KD is? I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to sit here and boast. I'm just being honest with you guys. My efficiency KD is probably I think a 2.93. That's my KDA. And my normal KD is probably a 2.2. And it's that way because I play the meta. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here saying you should play the meta. You should try new guns. But if you're playing on my team, play the meta because I want to win. I don't have fun losing. I don't know how anybody has fun losing. I want to win. And especially if we're playing trials, play the meta. Don't try to be the good kid and do something different. And then you get smacked around and you just can't handle it. Play the meta. It's just that simple. Now, I was watching a video by MTAG. And he said the same thing. People complain about seeing meta weapons in the game, but if they're the good guns in the game, they're the good guns in the game. There's just no beating it. It's the same thing people do in Call of Duty. It's the same thing people do in Halo. It's the same thing people did in Gears of War. They played the meta weapons. And in Gears of War, the meta weapon was the Gnasher. The Gnasher was just it. And in Gears 3, it became the Lancer. If you was a Lancer whore, you did good. You know what I mean? In Halo, people used the BR. In Halo 4, I believe it was, people used the scout rifle. It is what it is. You just can't deny the meta, man. If the weapon is good, it's nothing you can really do, man. Like, I'm just saying. I am just saying. And it's the reason why in trials I got 5 flawless wins. I'm honestly it's not sitting here trying to brag. Because I know people who have way more flawless wins than I do. I mean, they have multiple characters. I just got my Warlock up to snuff. And I actually want to get the flawless armor set for the Warlock. So I'm going to start playing trials with my Warlock. But it is what it is, man. When I play the meta, I could cover my teammates properly. And I could do what I could do. You know what I mean? Like, I could compete. Now, this gameplay here, we were down 1-4. The other team had 4 wins on us. We had 1. I thought it was over. You know what I mean? I didn't give up hope. I never give up hope. I played out to the last. I don't back out of matches. Oh, the only time you will ever see me back out of a match, unless I'm in a match and one of my boys want to join up and I'm going to join on them. If I'm getting my ass kicked, steamrolled, you know what I mean? I stay in there and I take the ass whooping. I mean, it's a game. Like, I'm not going to sit here and rage quit over a game. I mean, I take my beatdowns like a man. You know, man. One thing I can't take is when somebody is not playing the meta and they're getting destroyed and complaining about the game. Like, yo, use the good gun. It's just that simple, man. It's just, I know I'm repeating myself here, but I want to stress this to you guys. There's nothing wrong with playing the meta. Is there something wrong with the meta? Yes. That's a big difference. A big difference. I mean, I just need you people to understand that. So, for my boys that's in the party with me, and I know you guys are good kids. I'm not denying that. You guys went flawless in Destiny 1. I never went flawless in D1. But the meta is here, and that's the way people play. If you look at the sweats, that's how the sweats play. It's the reason why you don't see SMGs in sweats all the time. It's the reason why you don't see pulse rifles in sweats. There's a reason why you don't see hand cannons in sweats, because they just aren't that competitive. Now, a nerf, I think they could do the auto rifles. I think they could make the damage drop off a little bit more severe. I don't think there's a lot of damage drop off. I think auto rifles pretty much dominate almost in every category, from long range, mid range, and somewhat close range. It won't dominate close range if the person is using a terrible gun. If they got a hand cannon or something, maybe you could beat them out close range. You'll probably trade it a lot of the time, but you could beat out a hand cannon close range. The only time you lose with a auto rifle close range is if someone is using a Last Hope. If they're using Last Hope, you're dead. Last Hope just runs close range. I mean, or maybe a sub. If the person is using a sub and they're hitting their shots, they'll probably beat you. Scout rifles. I think scout rifles are good. I just think they should touch up high cal. I think high cal is I think it's, I don't know. It just, I don't really see a problem with it, but it's annoying, you know, when you're darting, when you're fighting somebody and you're shooting them up and they just hit you with the high cal and you can't hit your shots. I think it's crazy. What they should do is put mods in the game that, you know, will reduce flinch or some shit, reduce high cal flinch. You know what I mean? Like they could get more, you know, into the mod system. I think the mod system is terrible, and I think it needs a lot of work. That's a whole nother video in itself. Hand cannons. I don't want to see Destiny 1 hand cannons come back. I think that would be terrible. That's the reason why randoms or casuals in D1 just could not compete, because hand cannons are just they're more of a sweaty thing, and people just don't want to sit there and sweat with hand cannons. It just doesn't work for randoms. You know what I mean? It's the same reason why a lot of randoms just can't handle the scout rifle error. The scout rifle error, I think they can handle. All you gotta do is aim down sights and just, you know, put the dot on someone and shoot. Hand cannons is more of a sweaty thing because you can strafe and hip fire and, you know, jump shoot, and a lot of people just don't know how to strafe. They want to just, you know, stand in ADS and shoot, and a lot of the time that doesn't work. You gotta move your feet to the beat. It is what it is, you know. So yeah, hand cannons, I think the impact could use a lot of work. You know, there's hand cannons that you got to hit your crits. That's basically what it is. You hit your crits with hand cannons, and maybe you could 4-tap somebody. I don't think there are any 3-tap hand cannons. If your teammates shoot him up a little bit and you come hit him with 3 crits, he'll die. But I think hand cannons could, in a close range situation, I think a hand cannon maybe should 3-tap somebody at a close range situation. Submachine guns, I think submachine guns are good. They rule the close range, somewhat mid range. Post rifles just need a buff. They just desperately need a buff. They're just not competitive at all. Now, I know people who are gonna say, "Yo, man, but post rifles are good. You got the Lincoln Green and the Time on Spire. That's the only 2 post rifles that could put in work in sweats. That you could go into work with sweats. I mean, I do like the post rifle that was in the beta, the Nightshade. I like the Nightshade. Once you get that kill clip going, oh my goodness, it's a wrap with kill clip. Like, you can do crazy damage with kill clip. But that's just one perk that helped make the gun good. You know, I think that the whole PvP needs a overhaul. Like, it needs a redo. I don't know why they changed the TTK. I think the TTK is the main problem with this game. The TTK, it's just terrible. A lot of the time, you spend a lot of time in gunfights with people. Like, you can be shooting the guy, he has enough time to like turn and run from you. It's like, whoa, come on, man. Like, it has a Halo TTK, and I think that's terrible. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This your boy GuNStAr-HeRo. I'm out.